not going to be turning it on.
So what is this?
This is the heat vest.
What does it do?
It actually heats you up, and it can go up to 100 degrees. So this is what we call a directional heat vest. There are heat panels on every side of the vest. So if you would be facing the fire and coming near to the fire, you would heat up here. But if you would have the fire next to you, it would actually heat up. So it's directional heat. And that really improves or increases the realism of being in a fire situation.
So it can get hot enough that you can actually burn yourself.
Well, that would be against any health laws. So we can heat it up to 100 degrees for a short period of time, and that actually does give you a very intense feeling of being in the situation.
I bet.
Another way of really making it realistic is actually putting on helmet and the breathing apparatus. So I'll ask you actually to put this one on also. Well, you're a firefighter, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a firefighter, so she knows what to do.
I know she is. She's our CTF secretary as well.
Exactly. So she is very experienced. Okay, I'll help you out here at the back. Handcuffs. Are you comfortable? Am I correct? You can breathe? Tighter?
Yeah.
Yep. Probably it's not your size. Normally people would actually be wearing their own BA set.
Of
So
course,
right
yeah.
now for training, it's actually a normal real connection. So you'll see how I gear it up. Okay, let's gear you up in the coat. We'll take a good bullard helmet. Put on. Let me prepare my set here. So on my iPad, I can actually select the scenarios I want to run. There's a number of scenarios on that we can all run. And as soon as I turn on my scenario, actually the computer, which is in the back, in the BA set, in the back of the BA set, and I'll show you that. So inside this BA, it looks like a real BA, it actually is not. There's actually a computer inside with a battery which runs a very high-end powerful computer. So I'll close this up. It has the same weight as a real BA set. So the first question I always ask is, are you a real firefighter? And if they don't have back problems, then I am allowed to put the BA set on. And here we go. Oh, you're almost there. Very good. Hook it up safely, please. Now that's interesting. That's the indication that we have a real firefighter. If I put it on real firefighters, they actually immediately put on the BA set. I can recognize that from the start. Yep, I'll help you out. There you go. Comfortable? Hook you up on your BA. Can you breathe? Now let's see. Normally we take the helmet off, take the helmet off and put this on first. Comfortable? Make it a bit tighter. Very good. Perfect. Now the helmet back. Now the helmet back, yeah.
And there's the fire in the background. What kind of fire are
So
we
I actually
going to do
put a
today?
car fire on.
Car
So
fire?
this is one of the scenarios. There's actually a car fire, and if she looks around a little bit more in a second, you'll see that it's actually a car fire near a gasoline station, near a gas station. And as you can see here, while we're dressing her up, on the ground you see a normal branch, which is actually a real branch attached to a real hose. So it's a normal coupling. So it is a hose, it is a real branch. The only thing is we adapted it a little bit here on the front. So what you see here is what we call the puck. And the puck is something that comes out of a HTC Vive gaming setup. So it's nothing special. It's gaming technology, which actually connects As you can see, there is already water spraying. I'll give you the branch. Here you go. Right-handed, it's clear. So what you will see the firefighter doing right now is that she can actually start putting out the fire by using the branch. She will use the gate on the top. She can actually change it from a direct water jet to a spreidstraal in Dutch. Sorry, I don't know that term in English. Sorry?
Straight stream.
A spray, thank you
like
very
a-
much. By turning the front, that will actually change it. Now the calculation of the fire in the car is really realistic. So depending on where the firefighter actually puts the water and how much she puts on it, will have a direct effect on the stopping or not stopping the fire. But it's not only about pointing, it's also about going, okay, put your back into it. Advance to the fire, please. Just advance. Go forward. So what you'll see, more. Go closer. Put your jet in. Come on. What you'll see is that she's connected to a hose which has so-called force feedback. So she really has to work. It's really important that she puts her back into it, because if not, she'll either be pulled backward or she actually won't get tired, which is really realistically happening. What we can do is very easily change scenarios. So what I'll do, if you can put the water out for a second. I'm going to put you in another scenario right now. So on the iPad, I can actually change, for example, to an aircraft engine fire right now. I'll run it. And one of the things I can do also right now is I can turn the heat on. What with that I mean, and if you allow me for a second, can I just keep everything? Underneath here, this looks very strange, but there is actually a heat vest. And that heat vest can heat her up to about 100 degrees. We won't do that right now, because she'll...
Oh, come on.
No, it's not nice to do that. Okay, go
Thank
ahead,
you.
put your back into it. Now this is foam. And what you'll notice on the foam here, it has realistic effects of foam. First of all, it will stay on the ground where it lands. Can you point just before your feet? Just make a puddle of foam just right in front of your feet. There you go. So as you can see, the foam will stay on the ground. It will dissipate slowly, but if it's put on fire, it will actually dissipate faster. Also, if there's water being sprayed on it at the same time, it will also dissipate faster. I think you're actually doing very well. Go a bit closer. Now what I can do as an instructor, I can change the force of this hose reel. So this will start becoming more and more heavy for the user. And at some point it's such a big power that you actually will need two people like you would normally be doing in hose handling in this situation. So I'm going to stop you. And I'm going to ask you to take your helmet off. I'll take it from you. And take your glasses off and your BA set. I'm just curious, how realistic did that look?
It was really realistic, very hard to finish fire,
To put the fire out.
to
yeah.
fight the fire out, and all equipment is heavy, like in real situation.
Because I notice you're tired. It's not because you're not trained, it's because you're a firefighter and this feels like real.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
it
really feels like real. And we didn't even turn the heat on,
Yeah.
so that would even make it worse or actually make it more realistic. That's FLAIM.
Right.